Becoming artists, being able to be on the platform and share their music and whatnot. And I've had artists get signed off the platform. And so it's just really exciting for me. And it's something that I want to continue doing. It's never my intent to do hood vlogs forever. Nobody does a job forever. Maybe we do interviews, maybe I go back to traveling overseas. But for now, I will continue doing hood vlogs because that's what I enjoy. I cannot let fake rumors stop me from what's in my heart. So that's what I would have to say. And for the people that's putting out true information out there, I actually appreciate that. For those of you who are just trying to slander me, well, may God be with you. So.
All right. With that being said, let's just jump into this shit. Both feet, if you don't mind.
Yep.
What are they accusing you of? When I say they, I'm speaking of persons with a voice, persons without a voice, people that support you, people that you assume support you, and people that you know used to support you and now they don't because of this. Like, what got to this? Like, what are the allegations? What is being said about you?
Yeah, so there's so many allegations. I've heard everything from Miko messed with an 8-year-old. Actually, I've heard Miko messed with 10 8-year-olds because I guess they reversed the 10-year-old thing with the 10 8-year-olds to Miko's dad. So I've heard every type of rumor on the internet.
This 10-year-old thing, where does that stem from?
Okay, so the 10-year-old thing.
That's not in the paperwork.
Right. That's not in the paperwork. And the 10-year-old thing, you'll never see it in any documents, any official documents from any U.S. government or any court whatsoever, because it just never happened. So here is my theory on how this started. Because there's never been a 10-year-old and there's never been a parent of a 10-year-old who's ever actually accused me of ever doing anything inappropriate. Right. So where I believe it stemmed from was there was a case that I had where it was between 3 consenting individuals above the age of consent in the state of Georgia. So the ages were from 17 to 27 years of age. 3 individuals with the middle-aged person being 23 or 24 years old. And so from a consensual encounter, what occurred was the youngest person went home. The mother found out about what was going on, and from that, charges were brought. Later on, after this person was interviewed, which the paperwork shows, after the person was interviewed, that person admitted that everything was consensual. And so that's why the charges were aggravated assault, aggravated sodomy. And the aggravated sodomy was fully dismissed because it was shown that it was consensual. And so what happened is while the charges were being brought, I traveled the world. I was doing I had started doing international travel vlogs. I did some for sure. I did a lot of community service work. Just because someone has sex doesn't mean they can't also help the community. Everybody has sex, right?
And just for the record, I just want y'all to know these are not questions over here. I'm not asking him nothing written down. There's nothing coerced here.
This is all paperwork I'm looking at, just so you guys know. That's why I'm asking the questions that I'm asking. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's why I'm asking his lawyer's name, everything publicly stated, everything right here, the same thing all the bloggers are talking about, that he messed with a child. None of that there.
All right, so basically this charge of, and this is so important, guys, this is so key, and this is how I think the rumors really started, was because the charge of aggravated sodomy, it states, and I wish I had it, I'll probably put it on the screen, but when you read that charge in Georgia, it says that it's for an adult or a child that's 10 10 YOA years of age or younger. And so how it's written, even I myself, when I saw the charge, I was like, wow, 10 years old? What? This has to be a mistake. And so what I think is even the Colombian government, when I was in Colombia, because I was traveling around, the U.S. has U.S. Marshals everywhere. They see, hey, this guy's over here, just go pick him up. They come by, pick you up, and say, hey, you have a court case, you need to resolve this. And so they brought me back, and it was a big ordeal. Yes, I came back, I saw that, and after just having time to sit and really think about it, I said, wow, they must have got it mixed up, just like a lot of people on YouTube are getting it mixed up, where it says or, they're missing the or part. So I want everybody to really look at that. That's not something I'm just coming up for myself or making up. There was even a YouTuber, ODM something.
ODM Slim.
Yeah, people are in his comment section. They're even saying the same thing, like, you're missing that. So just look it up for yourself. It's for an adult or a child less than 10 years of age. Never have I ever in my life ever messed with anybody under the age of consent. I don't condone that. Never anybody, no small child. I would never do that. I have a healthy relationship with adults, with children, with elderly people.
Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
I just want to get to the nitty gritty or something because I'm reading the paperwork. Are you on any register? Like, if anybody was to look up your government name, which they know it's out there, I don't need to repeat it. I'm sure you'll put it, you know, in the bio or the info, the link, whatever. But are you registered on any sex offenders list, Megan's list, Craig's list, any kind of list,
No.
Angie's list?
No type of list. No type of list whatsoever, and I'm actually glad that he asked that. You know, those were some false allegations as well. I have some supporters who did write comments like, hey, he's not on any list. We researched all the sex offender lists. We researched everywhere. He's not on any list. Why is he not on any list? So, you know, the reason why is because there weren't any children in this case. And so the sodomy part, although it was a charge which does look bad, and, you know, I can say, you know, unfortunately that, you know, that charge was there, but it was dismissed, and it didn't involve any type of small children whatsoever. And I'm not on any type of sex offender list, and everybody's welcome to check those lists. So.
Facts. I've done the research myself.
Is it safe to say that you can go to any elementary school you want to?
I can go to any elementary school I want to. Yep.
Junior high?
Junior high school. Yep.
High school?
High school. Yep. I've never had any type of complaints at any elementary school, any junior high, or any high school.
I'm not trying to blast you, brother, but we just want to get to the nitty gritty. So it's safe to say you love the kids, you've never committed any act toward children. Whatever your sexual preference is in real life, not Miko Worldwide, the hood blogger, but the person that you are behind the camera when we don't see you, that's your own life, and whatever you've done, you've done. That's safe to say.
Blood dude.
Yeah, that's safe to say. You know, exactly. That's exactly right. Yep. And I
like I say, I'm not trying to blast you, brother.
Right,
I just
no,
want to
no,
make a
it's-
good, distinct line between being an adult and doing whatever you do as an adult, which does not concern me,
Right.
and messing with children, which does concern me because I'm a father through marriage. I'm a grandfather, so you know, we not here to ground and pound you. We here to like really let the world know that, you know, we can't judge a person for their personal lives. There's a lot of record label execs, athletes, entertainers that indulge in a lot of freaky shit.
Right.
So
Okay.
for the record, it
That's
might be a little
just
different.
What it is,
But he ain't
right?
on Choma.
Right, that's just
Right.
what it is,
Right.
right? It's safe to say that you have not committed any acts toward any children,
That's correct.
and there's no documentation of you ever committing any lewd acts with children. And again, to like really emphasize, you know, to really like, you know, pinpoint, you're not on any sex registry, nothings, because
No.
I know people that put their dick out in public, and just because they got caught taking a piss in public,
Yeah,
they have to
sex
register.
Right.
We know niggas who
chosen
got
in
we was in
prison
prison. We
together.
just seen niggas who got pre hollering at the CO.
Jacking off on a female and had to
Or just
register.
hollering at her, trying to get
hollering at her the
her.
wrong way. So
Pre-edited that for the most sex offender.
they have to register as a sex
So,
offender, and
And you don't even,
a lot
you
of
ain't
my
even on
people
that
watching on
basis, baby.
YouTube might not want to agree with what we saying. A lot of people might just want to hate you, and
Yeah.
that's cool. But facts are facts. The man has admitted that he's indulged in some freaky shit. Whatever happened, happened with another consenting person from wherever they're from. I actually had the paperwork right here. I'm looking at it.
2 consenting people.
I see exactly what happened. He was not alone in whatever he's been accused of. So altogether it was 3. You got
It was 3 people.
the quote unquote victim, yourself, another person. So what, 4 altogether?
No, just 3 people over the age of consent.
3 consenting adults.
Which is basically the gist of what we getting down to. Just the facts. Like, you're not on nobody's sex offender list. Inmate search the nigga name, you're not gonna find that, which I already done the research and background myself. I had to, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I say, the nigga just knowing you personally, I know you don't fuck with kids. I know you're out there trying to pick up no fucking kids in the van or no weird stuff like that. PIRUS, so I don't stand for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a father, and you know that, I got a daughter and all kind of shit. So it's like, we just wanted to get down to the gist of it all. And before you speak again, I just wanted to say personally, on my behalf of things, yeah, what you do is what you do, you know what I'm saying? Like I told everybody else, you may indulge in some freaky shit, but you're not no chongo. So that's for sure. And like, just as far as the thing goes, I appreciate you apologizing to the public. That was some manly shit, grown man shit, because, that's, you know what I'm saying? That was just that liquor, bro. That's not you. As far as we're going to address addressing people and, you know what I mean? As far as banning people from out of states. And just,
So let me touch on that for a second.
Yeah.
And first, I just wanted to say that this is an isolated case in and of itself, because there was some false accusations online that he had an open case in Dominican Republic. He had a case in Colombia. I've heard he had a case in Vietnam. I've heard just like wild, crazy stuff that is absolutely false. So there's absolutely no open cases in any country. All these years, nothing. I've actually haven't been back to the Dominican Republic in after all this occurred. It was some years. I recently went in the capital. No type of issues, no type of complaints, and again, it's just right. Exactly. Working with a lot of Dominican artists. Actually, it was a business trip to relax and get with back some of my artists down there, and those videos are on YouTube, and they did really well, get a lot of attention for those artists. Another thing, I just wanted to reiterate that I don't condone any type of like acts with children, and I've never done that, and those allegations by haters are false.
I'll be right back. I'm finna go twist this up. I'm gonna let y'all have y'all one-on-one.
All right.
You feel me?
For sure.
I got shit to do. Got a video I just dropped with Yowdy. Y'all go check that out.
I think we said something about doing y'all. I don't know. All right. So you attain legal aid representation.
I obtained an attorney for this case. I spent a lot of money on it, of course, because I wanted to protect myself. Romney Phillips.
I was about to ask you. Is it safe to say his name?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
For sure.
This is the reason I brought him up. He's a licensed lawyer, attorney, correct?
He is. Yep.
Anything he says.
Georgia bar number 5527.
552724.
24.
It says it right here. So anything he says, especially on camera, he can be purged for. He can be charged for perjury, correct?
Yes, correct.
He can lose his license is
Correct.
basically what I'm building on, right?
Correct.
So the fact that he admitted on camera that Mr. Nickel has never been charged with any lewd acts with a child. This man put his whole reputation on the line and his license on the line by saying something like that, right?
Correct.
If he were lying, what would happen to him?
Well, you know, they would investigate.